my name's Tony Fox from Mrs. Fox's Plans. So I've been MI for a couple of weeks. I've done a few little videos here and there. I've been going through a bit of a crisis with my planning situation and what I'm doing. My health isn't great, but we'll talk about that in another video. But so what I thought I'd do today is go through the crisis that I was going through with my planners. I think if you look a few videos back, you'll see that my stack was ginormous, and I thought by having all of these planners and all of these things to help me keep organised would work for me. And truth be known, it didn't. It actually just fell into hell in a handbasket, basically. So I had to stop, rethink, and go, I'm going from doing this planner for this planner for this planner for this planner for this planner for, to not wanting to touch any of them. There's a few things that I want to go through and explain to you and identify where we did go through this crisis. At the beginning of the year, we start off going, I've got this, I've got a finance planner, I've got a health planner, I've got an appointments planner, I've got a journal, I've got this, I've got that, and they're all going to work. I'm going to be able to do everything. And when the reality hits, and also coming from a decorative planner like myself, it's like, oh God, I need a sticker kit for that one, or a sticker kit for that, or will I use this to, and it was just getting way too much. I just went into complete meltdown and said, I need to rethink this. How can I make my planner system function with my life? Considering I have chronic health issues, I've backwards and forwards to hospital, backwards and forwards to tests and doctors and things like that. There's certain things that I do need to monitor because they impact on decisions that myself and my doctors need to make. And I was putting it here, and then I was putting it here, and then I was putting it here, and in the end, I'd go to the doctor's appointment without the information I needed because it was in that planner and that planner's at home, or it was. So I just went, Tony, stop. You need to stop and look at what is important to you. So I sat down and wrote. And actually, I'm going to give a shout out to Robin from Talks from the Heart, because I watch her videos and her Sunday resets, and she basically talked about how she was going through and really loving this planner, and then went, I'm going to have this planner and this planner. So she went through the same crisis that I think I went through, in obviously very different ways. Robin has obviously some health issues that she needs to track, like myself. So I said, you know what, Robin, you're right. It gets to the point where I feel like she was talking about how she writes these certain numbers regarding her health in this planner, and then puts it in this planner, and then this planner, and it was just like, I'm doing the same thing. And I've got all of this lovely paper that I love using. I love to decorate. So why am I doing this in all these different places? So I'll go through, I'm going to go tabletop and show you what finally has evolved from this particular crisis. But I did sit down and write down and go, what is it that's important to me? And what I'm going to talk to you about how I came to the conclusion that I did based on whatever. So as I said, I was getting lost. So I have a lot of medical appointments, and I have a lot of appointments that I need to be mindful of, and some of those can be 6 and 12 months out, those appointments. There's certain things that I need to track for certain insurance companies, and I was finding that I didn't know where I'd actually put that information. So I said to myself, I need to have one main functional planner, and it has to be decorative because I love decorations and I love to be able to put what I am doing for the day, and I want to set it up every week. So there's main things. So my everyday carry is something that I really needed to be able to, something I can still scribble in, and also something that's got decorative things in it because I love that. something that I can do my journal, my morning journal, and then the rest of them can evolve from that. So that's what I did. So I came down to a main planner, and then I've got my journal, which is my memory keep, and then I've got my 5-year, which is always going to be there. My 5-year really is, I can do that at any time. I can actually sit down and do a whole month in one backwards, because I've got my journals to work from, and my 5-year is just a little snapshot of the day. So it's not something I have to touch every day, but it's got to stay, because it is my love for keeping journals for every year. And at the moment I'm up to the 3rd year in the new book that I've got, and so it's great just to see what happened at that time of the year, and also helps me find when there's an anniversary for something that happened. Like, we went on a cruise on the 14th of February last year, and I forgot all about that until I was writing my notes for the 14th of February this year. So the 5-year journal will always be there in the background, and when I finish this one I'll obviously get another one. So that was going to stay, but I just decided I'm going to cull this right down, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to go tabletop now, and I'm going to show you what I've got today and what I'm using now, and it's actually bringing me joy. I actually love having my planners. They're not very far from me. So the stack that I have over there of all these beautiful covers and all these beautiful planners, I haven't touched them in over a month. And that to me says that you don't need them. You don't really have to have them. I am what my sister calls a bowerbird, and a bowerbird likes bright shiny things. And what I mean by that is I like the newest and the greatest. I want to see that. I see that on YouTube and I go, oh, I like that planner. I like that way. Oh, I could use that. And ended up getting it. Well, economically, that's not great, because you waste money on all these planners. But everything that I've got can be repurposed. So I'm not concerned about that side of it. I'm more concerned about making sure that I use what I have and it functions within my life. So I'm going to stop babbling on here. I just thought I'd get on and give you a little update on why I've been MIA. Besides, my health hasn't been great, which, as I said, I will update a video on that, because quite a few people have asked what's going on. But today I thought I'm just going to concentrate on the planning side of things and show you. So I'll be back. I'm going to cut this off and start this. Okay, so this is basically the functional stuff that I use. So this is everything that I need. Obviously my sticker kits and things are in my sticker storage. So other than that, this is what I need to function and do what I want to do, and this is what I've culled everything down to. So you would have seen this before. This is basically my toolkit. So it's got everything from my glues, my stamps, tweezers, scissors, some spare pens and things. So this is still operating exactly how it has been in the past. This will be my toolkit, which I keep with me. Then of course I've got my beautiful leather Superior Labour with all my pens. So these are the pens that I use on a regular basis. You'll probably notice that Vanishing Point is actually my favourite type of pen, and I have a couple of those. So I've just recently cleaned them and re-inked them, ready for the month. And of course I've got some Kawecos there and a Sailor. So this is my pen holder for my fountain pens. So that is still remaining the same, still going strong, and still what I use every day. Then we come down to, now these are the planners. I know I said that I've got two, but there's one that actually is an information source, which I'll talk about that last. So we'll move that aside. So what I might do is, actually I might make the easiest one first, which is obviously this is my 5-year. If you've seen it, you know that this is my 5-year planner. So late last year I got this A5 5-year from Hobonichi on a D-stash, because my current one is an A6 and it was just chunky, because I just went have at it with all the stickers, and I don't like it being that chunky because you can't write. So in a nutshell, I redid 2 years worth, and then now I'm up to 2025. So basically all I do is write the little synopsis. I'll just go to maybe blank. So all I do is I write my little synopsis of the day, and if there is like a major event that happened on a particular day, let me see if I can find one. I think I just saw one just here. Oh, here. So this one here, Valentine's Day. Sail away today. I apologise for that. I'm going to cut that little section. So here, so when I write whatever it is I'm writing here, and if it's a big thing or something I want to remember, I'll actually write just a little snapshot of what's over there. And obviously the 14th is Valentine's Day, so I put that up there. It's the same as the 21st is my son's birthday. So I write his birthday, and then I've just written his 26, 27, 28, and then there was another big event. My poor little Pomeranian, she had to have 25 teeth removed. That's just a whole saga in itself, and yeah, it's distressing. Anyway, she's okay. She's very, very sad, and I'm going to include a couple of little photos in here of my little Tiffany, and after she's had surgery, poor girl. We're only 5 days post-op, and yeah, she's a trooper. Let me just say she's a trooper. I might leave this one to last because this is the brains. And then of course, you know, and you'll see I do my weekly setups in my cousin, which I love. I love doing this, the weekly setup. It's all just memory keep, semi-functional, but I don't use it as a functional. I just do it as a memory keep. And this is where I love doing the creative side. So this will always stay. The monthlies are pretty much the same. It's just a little snapshot. I think I did January, very similar. Yeah, January, very similar. I've discovered that I have a lot of boxes from past kits, and I don't tend to use them. So I'm challenging myself for March to use those boxes to set up March. As you can see, I've sorry, there's some information there we shouldn't be seeing. So I'm challenging myself to use the boxes a bit more, because I'll show you just a sneak peek of what I'm trying to say. I went through and pulled out all of the what's left over of the kits that I've got from my Coffee Monsters Co. Rather than having all these extra sheets, I pulled it all apart, and I just realised I don't tend to use these boxes. I don't know why I don't use them. Sorry, I'm just trying to push them down a bit. So my challenge to myself is to do that. And the other side of it is these are the little icons that are on those sheets, and I just put them all together so I could remind myself to use them. For some reason, I keep looking for a little sticker of a little house. Little did I realise I've got lots of them. So I've done that at the back, and also my arrows. So I know I digress, but I've challenged myself that I'm going to start using them in my monthlies and even my weeklies. So yeah, this is always my memory keep. This is this week. There'll be a video which will be before this, which I'll have to dub music to because my partner came down and started talking to me while I was filming, of me setting up this week. So today is Tuesday, and then of course, you know, my memory keep, I go in, like this is last night, I did that last night, this is today, so I can do this either every day if I feel like it, or I can come in and do it a couple of days later. And why can I do that? Is because my main squeeze, which is my everyday carry, I journal in that every morning. That's just what I do. So I'm not sure how the Hon's going to go. She's already starting to fluff up a fair bit, but that's Hobonichis for you. So that will stay. Before I get to this, I'll just throw this little one in just for reference of why I still kept this one. So this is the Crafective Paper little weekly planner. So I need the information in here to show patterns and things to my doctors, one of the main things that I need to show them is my intake of PRN medication, PRN pain medication. For those that don't know, PRN is actually a medical term for as you need it, really. I don't really know what the PRN stands for. If I do find out, I'll actually put it down here below what it means. But in layman terms, it means as you need. So my pain score, so for instance here, my pain score was 9 out of 10, which is quite high, and I had to take 4, which means I had to take 2 endone, and then 6 hours later another 2 endone. That is on top of a morphine patch, which I have as well. So that's actually quite a high pain day. And if we look over here, we see that the weather reasonable. I'm in Australia, so we are talking different temperatures. So it was 22 to 26, but it was a cloudy day. A cloudy day to somebody with rheumatoid and fibromyalgia and those type of pain conditions is actually plays really havoc on our pain, because the pressure of the clouds, it actually squeezes, so all of the pressure that you get on your joints from those days can be horrific. The next day you'll see that sunny and a little bit cloudy, but I was at 8 out of 10. I took 4 endones, so again 2 and 2, and then I took had to take an endep to sleep. I was actually lacking in sleep, which if you go here, it will indicate that I've had 7 hours sleep, but that would be 7 broken hours. So that's why that's important. So this is purely a medical information planner, or it's just basically where I store this information. This is what I'll sit down with my pain specialist and go through and go, okay, what is our plan of attack? What pain treatments can I put in place? So this is really just an information source. It is not a planner per se, although I do, because it's got the dates and things, I do actually put in that I've got appointments, but I do that after the fact. It's not a planner per se. So what did I decide on? I guess it's no secret that this is what I decided on. I love this little pouch that I got on a D-Stash. This is the little Seiko pouch. I just love it. It's perfect. It stores everything. So at the front, this is a pen pal from a good friend of mine. Hi, Susie. And I just love the little envelope. So I keep it there to remind me. And then in here, I put, these are the stickers, the current stickers that I'm using. Obviously, there's always going to be little Linda stickers in here, so I've got some dates in there. And there's my weather stickers. If you've seen my channel, you know they're the weather stickers that I use. And these are important appointment information that I need, so it's great. I can just shove it in there. These are the everyday stickers that I use. So this is the pen, my main squeeze. This is the pen I love the most and the pen I use in here all the time. So it's got to have a place in there. This is the new little folder that I got from Coffee Monsters Co., which will be in my recent haul video. These are some stickers that my good friend Susie gave me in my pen pal letter, and I just love them, so I've put them in here, and I've used half of them already. So I leave them in there. And these are the icons that I use, Coffee Monsters Co. There's my weather stickers, which I use. And these, yeah, these are just more stickers that I use all the time in this particular planner. And then this is the recent Coffee Monster stuff. So I'm trying to make sure that I use them up. So I've put them in this great little folder. And this was actually a gift from the lady I bought this from, who owns Aesthetic Paper Co. in Australia, so I'll actually be linking her store down below, because fabulous stuff. I got this from her as a D-Stash. So that's a little envelope that I have in there. So it fits in there nicely, and of course you would have seen this before. This is where I've got my icons, and it's got the scripts that I use all the time. I'm constantly refilling this all the time. I probably need to get a new one, because I'm really hounding that one. So then I generally will put this here, And then of course I've always got to have my handy tweezers. And then they're just some decoration. Of course I've got my Vivian. And they're just some decoration. But it's got everything that I need, and it's only in one place. So now we've got to the brains. So no surprise that it's my Sterling Ink TN. And I've got full year, so it's Chunky Monkey. Perfect. So, and I would have gone through this before, but how I'm using this is the weather, so I can actually, which is great, I love this size, it's perfect. I can actually see the weather patterns. You can see here we had a week of rain here, then we've got really messy kind of weather, then sunshine, and then rain, and here you can see we're in for an unsettled week, and then we have a little bit of sun, and then we've got rain again. So I'm really loving the way this is turning out and being able to see this. So perfect for that. The other like this is great. I did that, sat down, gave me some ways to focus this year, so I don't read that, but I am aware it's there. Since I've written it down, it actually stays with me. So then I've got my monthlies, and the monthlies here, let me just show you much. So here I've written in all of the forward appointments that I have, so that I know. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to move. That's got something I shouldn't be saying. It's got some forward appointments. So look here, we've got April. I've already got appointments here. I've got hospital appointments here. More hospital appointments. So the benefit of this is I can put my appointments that are months out in here, and I've got it in one place, which is what I was really worried about. So the reason the plotter wasn't working is you can't put many pages in the plotter. It's a very thin planner. So I couldn't find out when was the last time I had a blood test, when was the last time I saw my rheumatologist. I couldn't find that because I'd already archived that information. Whereas here, I can just go back, yep, I saw him in January, so that means that I'm due to see him in June or July. So that's why a book bound for what I need is perfect. I don't actually understand. So, okay, I forgot where I was because I just got a phone call. I think I was talking about the monthlies and how I can put my appointments in there. And then in the weekly, so this is this week, for instance, I've got these appointments going on. So how I decide I'm going to use this is going to be my functional planner. I'm going to put my to-do list down here. I'm going to put what I want to film, my appointments, and then I'm just going to use this creative things to put little icons, which I absolutely adore, from Coffee Monsters Co. To signify what they are. And this is this week. So that's what I came to the conclusion. This is going to be my functional planner. I've got my shopping list of food that I want. I've got things I need to order as stickers. I've got them there so I can write down anytime I think of something. I've put in a little snapshot of what this week was like. I've got my trackers here, got my YouTube here, and of course this is my morning pages area. So what I do here is I just put the date, and I always record my pain so that it's here in an area that I put on every morning what my pain was yesterday, so then I can transfer that information over to my Bible about my health. And I just write how I'm feeling, things that are going on. And then at the back, I just use it like a notebook. So anytime I see a TV show that gets advertised that I haven't heard of, I quickly write it down and write out what platform it's on. Movies that get advertised, I write them down in there, the movies that I want to watch. And this is my notes for today's video. And I started writing notes on my pain video, so at the back I'm using it like notes to have. So this is my Bible. So I just find it so easy to just have This is my main squeeze. This is where everything goes. When I'm ready to sit down and do my cousin and update what I did for the day, I go back into my morning pages and go, okay, and then get my train of thought of what happened that day so I can put in my memory keep. I can put all my appointments, my whole year in here, and it's small enough for me to be able to carry. I just put it in my little case and then off I go. So that's where I've been, what I've been doing, and how I got to this conclusion. So if you're struggling with why you have so many, or what your planner is doing or not doing, and do you over decorate, not decorate, all of those things, then I suggest that you probably do similar to what I did and sit down and go, what do I need? What function do I need to be able to carry it? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do this? And just write down your pros and cons of what planners you're currently using and what has been working, because we're a couple of months in now and we've had a chance to start delving into our life this year, and it's time, I guess, to go, okay, I know I bought all these planners and I wanted to do this, this and this, but I'm overwhelmed. I need to trim it down. Or it may be the other way around. You might find that you don't have enough things going on. Say, for instance, this planner, it doesn't hold certain things, or it doesn't function this way, so I need to probably go to a ring planner where I can pull things in and out. So I guess it's just, I decided I need to reflect on what worked, what I need, and instead of just going for the bright, shiny, the new functional things that I see other people being able to use, it didn't fit my life. So I needed to recap and go, okay, stop. What do you need to do? Where are you going? And then I came up with this solution. Not to say that this isn't going to change. This could quite possibly change. I could quite possibly in another month go, oh, hang on a minute, I want a ring planner, or I want a spiral bound planner, or I want this. And hey, it's okay. If you want to change, you can most certainly change. There's no reason why you can't just go, okay, halfway through the year, I want to try this, or I want to do this, or that looks better, and do it. Just give yourself permission to be able to change. There is no reason why you have to stick to the one for the year, unless it's something that, like, I mean, with my memory planners, my journals, as you'll know from the past, once I start my journal for the year, it stays for the whole year. Whether I get frustrated with it or not, I still stick to it, because then that way I can archive a whole year of what happened that year. So that is something that I always commit to, which this year's the cousin. Last year was my Sterling Ink. Year before was my B6. So I always stick to the one planner. That's the only thing that I do commit to. But when it comes to my diary, my everyday carry, I flip-flop around. And at the moment, this is serving exactly what I need. So I'm going to stop rambling and try and get this video up. I do apologise for the long rambling, but I just wanted to let you guys know where I've been and what I've been doing, and as far as the planning side of it. I will do an update on my health, which I'll probably either try and do that next, although I need to set March up in this, so I might do that first, and then I'll give you a good old pain chat. But if you've stuck out this long, thank you very much. If you want to see more content from me, I'd love if you'd subscribe and press the bell notification, or give me a thumbs up. Even if you want to have a chat or you want to know something, then by all means put a comment down and I will answer it. But I hope you're all having a fabulous day, and I will talk to you soon. Ciao for now. Bye.